in the list of the text file I see commits that I didn't do.
Okay, share your screen console and let's have a look at it. And let's have a look at those failing tests that you were having.
Okay. So, just a second. Okay, so can you see my screen now?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm currently at this add filtering to users index. So I did check out the develop branch and then pulled from upstream. And after that, I did rebase, but was not sure what to do, so I'm going to do it again.
Okay. Right. It seems that you were doing a rebase, but it failed at some point. So just cancel the previous rebase you had by typing git rebase -- abort. Yeah.
Without the I.
Yeah, you don't need the I because you're just aborting it. But what are you trying to do? What's your plan? You want to pull the latest from develop and branch and make a new branch?
Yeah.
All right, then you don't need to do the rebase. You just pull in the latest develop and you make a new branch out of it.
No, I mean I have already done some changes on the new.
Okay, fine. So which branch are you on now?
I'm on the feature branch now.
Okay, good. Delete develop first. You need to do git rebase abort without the branch name or anything.
Is that command okay?
Git rebase -- abort.
Oh, okay, without the branch name, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Now try to do a rebase again.
Now let's go to develop and pull in the latest changes just in case.
Okay, so it seems I have pulled some changes.
Yeah, quite a few.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
now
I just yeah.
go to your feature branch now.
And do a rebase.
Yeah. In fact, do a rebase. Okay.
Would you like to see git log of the?
No, it's okay. It's okay. We'll work it out as we go.
Okay, so these are the commits that it's showing, but I actually have added just the last one.
Fine. Never mind. Well, you mean you don't want those commits there? Those first 3 commits?
Those 3 commits were added to another feature branches. So in this feature branch, I need to add just the last one.
Okay, then just delete those first 3 lines.
So, but the commits will be preserved at their original branches, yeah?
Yeah.
Because those commits are.
You have another branch with those 3 commits, yeah?
Yeah, sure. Those commits are not on the current branch.
Okay, fine. Just as long as you have them somewhere. But it's like, I mean, don't worry, we can fix it. We can always fix it. So, yeah, just leave one here.
like that, and now I should exit, yeah.
Now save the file and exit.
Where should I save it?
Just save the file with whatever name it was. Okay. So it is telling you that there is a merge conflict which you have to resolve. So do a git status and let's have a look which file has the merge conflict. Okay, so it's two files which have the merge conflict. It's the user list feature and the index HTML spec for users. So you have to so open up those files. Well, open up one of them and let's have a look at the merge conflict that you're having.
Okay. But I would probably need to refresh this one.
It's the index HTML spec, not this one, the spec file.
Okay. But this one, I would open it again.
Yeah, I suggest you just close it and open it again.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's your conflict there. Those two dots, whatever. So then just delete these lines. Okay, save the file. And open the other file which has a conflict. Oh, by the way, Sly, can you just go back to that file again?
Yeah.
What are those two dots on line 14?
I guess those are just empty spaces.
Okay, fine, okay, fine. Open up the second file then.
Was it feature user list?
User list feature.
Well, I think this one doesn't have any markings for any conflict.
Well, that's strange because it should have, because Git told you about it. Try
I will try to quit it and open it again.
Ah, that's it.
So here I'll have to close it, okay.
And that's your conflict.
Okay, so here we'll have to do this. Okay, so this one should be okay as well. Now should I try to rebase again or?
No. Now you have changed the file.
Yeah.
Now you have to stage them. So do a git start again and then do git add dot. Okay, so do git add dot. That way you will stage the changed files, and do git start again just in case. Okay, so now you do git rebase continue.
Okay. Is it okay that here's not I'm not seeing any commit hash?
Yeah, it's okay. It's because you have changed something in this commit. It is showing you the screen just in case you want to change the commit description. It's okay. If you don't want to change anything, just quit the file and that's it.
Okay. So now I have rebased and I should push it to my branch, yeah.
Has it said that it has? Yeah.
Okay. And I was wondering because this is some changes. This introduces some changes in the front end of the site, so I should probably upload this to Heroku and then include a link in the pull request. Yeah.
If it's an interactive change, then it's better to do it on Heroku instance. If it's just a change of, or otherwise you can just do a screenshot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. I will deploy it to Heroku then.
Okay.
Okay, so I will continue with this and will probably get back to you if I have some problems with it.
Sure. What about your problems with the specs?
Yeah, there was a problem with the Cucumber, but I figured out that I needed to include JavaScript tag when I was using JavaScript. I Googled the problem. Actually, I was trying to solve it for almost the half of yesterday, but this morning I solved it, so I think it's okay now. And just while we are on this matter, I'd like to ask you about the spec file.
Uh-huh.
Um, just a second to find it. Uh, so actually for this change, this here are my is my example because I'm actually testing if the filtering is working okay in the feature file in Cucumber. So here I'm testing just the presence of those fields. Do you think that's sufficient?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Because I was sticking to your suggestion about Cucumber and but I was not sure if I've done correctly those
Yeah,
implementations.
that looks good. That looks good. By the way, do you mind sharing your JavaScript which you're using for filtering? I'm just
Yes.
curious.
Okay, so here I have just a second to find the line. Okay, so here is where my changes are. So I'm finding the submit button, and on click I get the list elements of the users list,
Mm-hmm.
and then get the search string from the input field. And if the search string isn't empty, then I'm calling this function below. And if it's empty, I'm just showing all the users again.
Okay, can I see
I'm
the
missing.
filter through users function?
Yeah, so here it says to find for each element to find the text for the username and to match it with keyword using regular expression, and if it doesn't match, to hide it or else to show it back.
Right. Okay. Have you had much experience with JavaScript or jQuery?
I'm sorry?
Have you had experience with the JavaScript and jQuery before?
I've just completed some courses and did a few small things for some sites I've used to work for, but I don't have a lot of experience here.
I see. Because this code is perfectly fine, but there is a way of writing it a lot shorter.
Okay.
So, I mean, you know, you can finish the story with this, submit a pull request, and I can make some suggestions there in the pull request for other guys to see. Or if you want to, I can give you an example of the code that you could use right now if you want to.
Well, I think it's better to submit the pull request and discuss this publicly, so it stays in history and so on. And if I have some questions applying your suggestion, I will then contact you again.
Right, but do you want to see the code now? The example?
Yeah, sure.
Give me a second then, just a second. What's this page called? It's the right. It's the index view for users, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But basically, to give you an idea, I'm posting the code into the group chat to give you an idea how this could be done, shorter.
I mean, did you post it on Slack or?
No, the group chat. The group chat in Hangout.
Okay.
Okay, let me clean this up. This is not very clean. Okay, this is better.
Okay. Okay, I think I get it. Yeah.
Yeah. So one thing you don't have to do each to cycle through all the elements in an array to show them or hide them. You just because show and hide, if you apply it to an array, it will apply to all the elements. So here, when you do media item, so basically you choose all the items which have media item is the one which holds the user avatar and his name. So basically we're choosing all the avatars, and then we're saying by saying not, saying take out all the elements which contain the substring in there.
Yeah.
And then make a toggle, and that means hide them. So basically, take all elements take all the elements, then throw out all the elements which contain our substring, and then hide them all.
Yeah, I'm just not aware of this syntax like colon contains. Uh,
Right, it's the jQuery syntax for checking checking the contents of a tag.
okay, so it's checking not just for first and family name, but all the contents. I mean, like country as well, and so on.
Um, yeah, basically it's checking for all the text content inside the media item tag.
Okay, so that's even better than the code I've written. So it will basically filter by country as well.
Yeah, play around with it. Have a look at it. Your code is perfectly fine. This is a more concise way of doing it by using jQuery without doing the loops and eaches because jQuery does all that for you. Um, and then if you have any questions, ask, and we can get through.
Okay, but should I still proceed with the current version or just to change this one?
Whatever you feel like, whatever you feel you're more confident.
Okay, okay, sure.
I mean, this is just an example. Anyway, for the first iteration, it has to be really simple. For next iterations, you have to think about some other things, like, for example, all the names is with capital letters, and ideally you should do a search which is case insensitive, which doesn't care if the capital letters are big or small. And also, what happens if I do a search already? I have only two users on the screen, and then I want to do another search. First I want to show all the users, and then I wanna do a new search. So there are some things to think about. For the first iteration, just keep it simple. You might as well just use your code and submit a pull request like that, and then we can discuss it.
Okay, sure. Just to say this, currently my code, I saw this as a bug as you were saying that if you were doing one search, then change just the string without displaying all the users in between.
Hmm.
Then the search didn't work, and I fixed it with the else statement below. I mean this one here. So now it works okay, but I'm pretty sure that eaching through the users isn't the most productive way that this could be done. So I will I will post it like that and then correct it just to keep track that you gave me an advice about this
Sure. Sure.
code change.
Just a second, I'll just answer the phone. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, so Sly, what are your plans?
My plans about next stories, or
Well, just what are your plans for Agile Ventures?
in general. Well, I think I could move on with some other stories, and I was actually thinking because in August I will. It almost ended though, but I'm having a lot of spare time, so I could probably try joining the Austro project and see how things are going there as well.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Fine. Okay, so I'll be around then. If you have any questions, please ask. And yeah, see you.
Yeah, just a second about. I was thinking about the next story that I could move on, although I could probably make a few changes in this one, like the script
Mhm.
and if the mark remains secure. So I was wondering which that one should be.
Right.
And
Well, which one do you like?
I don't know. I was looking at. Well, it's probably not here already. At this book report about dealing with documents with new user tags in them. Uh,
Right. Let me have a look. Which one is that? Oh, orphan documents and tags. Right. Okay. Um,
I think that the description were different because it says new users or something like that in it. So uh, probably someone took it, and I'm not sure. Here that's it. Handle new creator IDs in documents projects.
okay.
I'm not really sure if this is the same one as. Oh, here it is in the backlog. But when you did discuss this with Thomas, he said that this would probably need an overview from someone more experienced about handling with the issue.
Yeah, I was saying that. To be honest, yeah, that's true. And thing is, it's this bug. It's marked as bug. It's not really in priority at the moment because this only happens when we delete when we delete a user. And then, if a user creates, for example, a document, then that user deletes his profile. Then that document doesn't have a user. At the moment that doesn't happen because we don't allow deleting a profile.
Yeah, sure. I was trying to reproduce it and I couldn't find any button to delete my profile. So I was wondering, yeah, why is
Exactly.
this?
So I would say this is we should have a story for allowing user to delete their profile, and that should be handled in that story, not separately in this bug because you know um, we don't have means of reproducing the problem. So I would
Mhm.
suggest you choose something else.
Okay, so I didn't have a review of the other stories, so I would probably take a look at them. Do you have some that you could advise me to take a look at, or I don't know?
Document management, right? That's the story I wanted to work on. Let's open it up and have a look what's in it. Is that the one? Is that the one that you meant?
No, I mean if you could advise me with some story,
Oh,
I
right.
don't.
Sorry, I thought you. Sorry, I thought you wanted to have a look at this story. Well, let's have a look. Mm,
Is this orphan documents and tax available as well, or
that's
it's all?
that's a similar problem. It's with a nil creators thing. I would advise you to first thing. I would advise you to, if you look in the current, there is a story which is called document updates history.
Where is this?
In the current log.
In the current, okay, document.
Stop there. If you just look to the left, move your mouse to the left, you will see documents update history. 3 stories up. Yeah, that's the one. It has been started by Chris and me. So I would suggest that you write him a short message in the activity just below.
Okay.
Asking him what happens on the story. How about if you work with him or you continue to work on the story? Because this one is quite easy, but it's quite an interesting one as well. You know, at the moment, if you go and see any document on website 1, you'll see that there is like a bunch of history who edited the document.
Yeah.
And we really need to rework that because that is just taking a lot of space and doesn't have any useful information. So maybe you can pair with Chris, or maybe if Chris is too busy at the moment, maybe you can continue yourself. So that's one thing you could work on, you know. Now let's have a look at the backlog. What else? Is there anything you like there?
Well, I don't know. I haven't reviewed every each and one story of those, but I could probably take a better look and see, because I really don't feel comfortable beginning with something very complex, and I would probably look for something that's more straightforward for the moment.
Well, give me another second to have a look. Is there anything I can recommend? Well, I must say that, you know, adding search function, adding search to user page, that is going to take some time. So, but again, it's going to be reviewed for a while, so it's good if you have another story going in parallel.
Okay.
Let's have a look. So what else? We're going to have a big planning meeting today at 6 o'clock on website 1. So, you know, a lot of questions will be, a lot of story, we'll put some priorities on the stories.
Okay. Well, I will probably not be available at that time, but we could agree to wait after that meeting is over, and then we'll discuss about next stories and so on.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I think that's a good idea because at the moment I can't really sort of, you know, recommend you over the top of my head. There's like quite a few stories here, but I'm not too sure. We better discuss with Thomas about the priorities, you know, which story we should go further. But look through the icebox anyway and pick something that you like.
Okay, sure. I will review the icebox as well.
Okay, excellent.
Okay. Well, I think that's it for about now, and let me just copy the code in the group chat so I don't get it lost. Okay, so thank you very much for your help, and see you around soon.
No problem at all. You're very welcome. See you around.
Bye-bye.